Why hello everyone and welcome back to the Nullius mod. This is Otaku Showboat. Last time we met... Oh boy. We ultimately set up lithium last time, and in the process of setting up lithium, as we went through the video, we started off by going up and moving our mining of limestone up here so I could actually have lime. And sodium hydroxide online. Yeah, I now have it, and I have enough of it, which is great. And then in the mall itself, we started working backwards. We started from the end to build out the infrastructure that we know that we need to reach the end. And the end being, of course, satellites and rocket silos. Now, in order to get through all of this, I put in boxing of solar panels, boxing of grid batteries, boxing of rocket fuel, boxing of carbon composite, boxing of aluminum sheets, boxing of hazardcrete I had already done between videos prior. I set up boxing for the heat pipes and the boxing for the productivity module 2s. I also set up the production of Beacon 3s, which will need Relay 2s and processors. I set up the production for hangars, which is going to need those Relay 3s, Charger 3s, which I now have, and large buffer chests. I set up a whole bunch of chests that will ultimately need processor 2s. Again, these relays will need processor 2s. These chargers are being made because I now have grid batteries, and I now have pole 4s, power pole 4s. It's great. It's glorious. Absolutely magnificent stuff. And of course, I now have battery 2s because I now have lithium. Ta-da! Glorious, beautiful, wonderful stuff. What shall we work on today? Well, you may have noticed I need processor 2s for a lot of this stuff, but I want to get down all of the infrastructure besides rocket fuel boxes. Those will be separate a little bit. I want to get down the other infrastructure here. So I see I need the modules. Efficiency module 3. Productivity module 2. I need drone launcher 2 and lab 3 as the other two major pieces of infrastructure here. Drone Launcher 2 and Lab 3. Okay. Drone Launcher 2 is here. And Laboratory 3. Now this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. This is going to need Sensor Node 3. And that will need reinforced concrete boxes. I haven't done that, I think. Yeah, I haven't reinforced concrete boxes. I have reinforced concrete, but I don't have boxed reinforced concrete. So let's box some reinforced concrete. Yeah, it's like I have plenty of the stuff. I just need it boxed. And then it needs yield modules. Level 3. Okay, we're down to modules. Nano Fabricator 2. One of the items I really want. Oh, look! Of all the things that I chose not to make, hey, it's large dispatch chest 2. Oh boy. Of all the stupid, idiotic things, I don't even have the large dispatch 1 being made. I don't even have the small dispatch 1 being made. Oh. I'm gonna need a small provider There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy being productive. Yeah, that's gonna just progressive upgrade, and it's ultimately gonna be blocked by processor 2s. All roads lead to processor 2s. That's the point I'm trying to make here. All roads shall lead to processor 2s. Am I able to make robots in this really big building? I don't think so, no. The robots can only be made in small assemblers. Gee, who'd have thunk? Do I still have that? Nope. You! I want infinity of you. Done productively. What do I need? A small buffer chest, too. I'm not making that right now. So that means I need a small buffer chest, too. Really? Outside of... Okay, place that, please. Be efficient. And it will need a small storage chest, too, of course. Limit that. And then robot frame 3. Robot frame 3s. What building do I need? It would help if I could, there it is. It is only in small assemblers. Great! Robot frame 3s. Be efficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is it 6? Why is it always 6? Okay, you. I can get 6 off of these two. And besides those red processors for the Relay 3s, I should have all of that stuff. To make these. A whole .22. A whole .22! I'll need 2 of you. I will also need these. As many of these as I possibly can get. And that, I've sort of... Oh. Ahem. I sort of have everything but the robot frames for you already. So that's fine. These Constructobots are great. The problem lies with the red circuits. Alright, you need that. Battery 2s and relay 3s. Battery 2s. And relay 3s. There you go. There's a relay 4. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, there we go. Ever so slowly, we shall prevail. Okay. That's large dispatch 2. 5. I need priority electrolyzer 3. Priority electrolyzer 3. Alright, there you go. Enjoy. Mirrored chem plant 3. Excuse me? Okay. Sure. Mirrored chem plant 3. What's eating up my inventory space here? There's stuff I don't want to be carrying. There's stuff I absolutely want to be carrying and stuff that I don't. I've got a lot of productivity modules, a lot more than I've requested. Alright, we're good. This cannot be productive. It can be efficient, though. So outside of that, large dispatch 2, which needs red circuits, red processors, we are in fact good. So now everything comes down to processor 2's, exception of the modules at this point. And I think that's literally everything. Besides rocket fuel. Yeah, that's everything but the rocket fuel. Okay. Modules. More small assembler action. For these modules here. There. Okay. Modules. We need those. We need those. We need those. We need those. And we need those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 6 for you. Okay. Be efficient. This is all of them that I currently have available to me. And I'm going to need... It's like progressive upgrade process here. So these haste module 3s are an ingredient to make the speed module 3s, as well as efficiency 2s. The efficiency 2s need efficiency 3s. The efficiency 3s need a whole bunch of stuff. The processor 2s need speed module 3. Sure, fine, whatever. I want a bunch of you, none of you, none of you, a few of you, and a few of you. That's fine. And basically, what it's going to come down to is efficiency 2, battery 2. Red circuits yet again. Battery 2 and efficiency module 2. There you go. Be free, my minion. I've got things. Might want a few more on these requests. These are really low value, or really low numbers here. Let's keep a bit of a bigger buffer. Whenever possible, that is. Okay. It all comes down... Oh yeah, heat pipe 3. Duh. Heat pipe 3. Oh boy, foundry 3 needs compressed helium. Alright. Was wondering when the helium was going to show up. Foundry 3, where are you? Foundry 3. Right here. Heat pipe 3s. Efficient, please. 10 compressed helium. Input, output. Bring me some stuffs and things. So compressed helium. How are we gonna make that? Well, you get compressed helium from compressed trace gas. I'm gonna need 10. I'm gonna need 10. That's 10. Let's get that aligned. This other stuff, I'm gonna vent. Destructive demolition. I could do something with this. I don't feel like it. Okay. That's gonna need 14.4 compressed trace gas. Well, 14.4 of this stuff. All right. 13 of these distilleries. That makes a whole bunch of argon, which I could just... Oh god, that's 24 kilojoules of turbine energy. I can use that. Absolutely. And then the steam is steam. So, 13 of you, huh? Where exactly am I gonna get 13 of you placed? And there's the problem. Right there. Them's the problem. The problem. I'm gonna pipe this over from where I will ultimately make this. Okay, over yonder. We go. Okay. Better. There's 4. Four, 8, 12, 13. Now you may be wondering, but hey, if it's 13 of those, how many is it on the step before? How are we going to get 364 compressed residual gas? Well, that's a great question. As it turns out, there is a valid answer, and that is to do this recipe. This recipe is 240 compressed air into 16. That is as opposed to 100 to 3. Okay, so 60 into 4 is a big difference compared to 100 into 3. Like that's massive difference. There's a reason this is called the residual gas recipe. And since I need the residual gas, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I need 364. So I need 17 distilleries. Okay. That's 17 distilleries. Also, please clean the stupid rocks from this area. That would be great. Thanks. Oh, you're a lot of my bots. Thanks. Okay. 17. This is gonna end up with 1904 compressed nitrogen, which, fuel value of 18 kilojoules. So 1904 times 18. 1904. 1904 times 18 is 34.272 megawatts. 34,272. It's going to be more than that to compress the air in the first place, to get 5712 compressed air in the first place, just so we're clear on that. The actual compression of air is, yeah, a lot. Also, that does totally say 11,424 air. That does say a really big number for air. But we'll manage. Okay. So 34.272 divided by 6 is 5.7, so I'll need 6. You know what? If it's every other, I think we'll be fine. Whoops. All this for helium. For a lot of helium. A lot of helium. And this helium is going to basically be the helium that my main mall area is going to tap off of. I don't intend on that one building making the heat pipes to be constantly in motion, but we shall see about that. Okay. From here, we need to do something with the air, and we need to make compressed air. But that's a lot of throughput. That's more than a single chimney can get rid of. Oh boy. Okay. Let's look at this from the compression standpoint. A single compressor can absolutely make more than the 300 to go into the one. Now, 672 does not fully offset the amount of air that I need to make the compressed air for this. It does not do that. You get 2 air out from 1 compressed air, but it's 4-to-1 on here. So you get back half the air that you need to make the compressed air. Now, here's the thing. An air filter is 500 kilowatts. So, the other thing about that is, under normal circumstances, I would need 4 of these with 2 speed modules each. Right? 4 of these, that provides enough air for that. So, 1 megawatt would be saved by reusing the air for this. Like, less than 1 megawatt, we can say, because if it's going to be 1 into 1 for each of these, all the way down the line, yeah, each one of these buildings is 7.75 megawatts. Plus 2, so 9, close to 10-ish. Let's say 9. We can save less than 1 by reusing the air. 14 total. I'm gonna say nah to that as a general concept. I'm also going to do it this way, even though it's longer. I'm going to get rid of all of these pipes, because screw them. Come on, man. Fine, I'll do that one. So, yeah. That is that. The unfortunate part is then I need 2 chimneys. each. You move. I have a kitty again. A kitty is rubbing me. Hey, Ollie. How you doing? You know what? I'm starting to think that this is just the safer bet down here. Okay, thank you for bringing me the pipes, refreshing my pipes. Whoops. Wrong one. Okay. That... all that's left is to hook that up, get that put down, and then get the helium, compressed helium, brought over to the heat pipes. Excuse me, but that's not a great spot. Alright, where am I even going? To here. I may have a lot of range, but I don't think I have that much range. Oh, I don't even need... I don't even need all those pipes with the nitric. Okay. Welcome, heat pipe 3s, to the party. I'm going to need a lot of you, but you'll limit to that many in total. 30 minutes later, there's our heat pipe 3s. The only thing left is processor 2s. And if you've been paying any attention, you may or may not know, or have guessed, helium is needed for processor 2s. Not compressed helium, but helium. So we get to put down a little barreling pump to uncompress our helium, which should move at 10. There's also, yeah, all of the steam and argon I do still need to get rid of. How much argon was it? 145.6 times 24 kilojoules. That's 1 doohickey. And then the steam out of here, 203 at 6. That's going to be 1 as well. So just give me 1 thing for the argon and 1 for the steam. There we go. Put the argon behind a relief valve, please, because I may need it. I may want to use this argon. I am making 145.6 compressed argon, which is a lot. I may bring it up to this Stirling engine, too. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. Bringing it up to that Stirling engine too. I need to decompress helium. Thank you kindly. Now, as for everything else, it does need sulfuric acid. That's fine. And then it needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solids, which I should have eventually. Now, that's 0.07. I'm gonna need a few 7? Sure. There you go. There ya go. Ta frickin' da. Processor 2s. Online. Just add sulfuric acid. Where is my sulfuric acid? That should be nearby. Ish. Sulfuric? I'm not seeing my sulfuric. There's a line there. Sulfuric is there, right? There. This line. Right here. Okay. Bring that. Oh. I picked the wrong spot to bring you over. Sulfuric acid and our first processor 2s are online. Oh boy. Now I get to try to scale everything. Oh god, that's gonna be fun. Funtastic. That'll be funtastic, I'm sure, to get done. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that compressed argon brought over as well. 'Cause I'm making a lot of it here. I don't want to completely get rid of all of it. Like, that I do have a point where if it's a difficult enough byproduct to get, then yeah, I will start using some of it. I'm still going to overflow void. I'm always overflow void. Delete stuff from the face of existence, but if it's relatively simple to reuse, I will reuse it. I will use it. And that's gonna dramatically help with the Stirling engines here. Yeah, you need 200 to operate completely. That's gonna use it all. I'm accruing a few Stirling engine 2s. Don't mind me while I do that. So I guess now that I have red circuits, processor 2s, that means that a whole bunch of stuff has opened up, right? Yeah, it means those start moving. That those are moving. All these wonderful chests are making their chests. They're glorious. Which pretty much opens up literally everything to get into all of this, with the key exception of rocket fuel. Rocket fuel. Oh boy. If I told you we could just make it... Yeah. We could just make it. I mean, that's a lot of ingredients, but outside of, like, salt, which is easy enough to get and have available, which I may have available. Hold up. No, I did sodium hydroxide for the sodium. Yeah, outside of salt, that's like the only thing to get into the stuff there. So there is a bunch of, there's a bunch of other infrastructure that I think I'm missing that I can go ahead and place right now. Things like this extractor too, which will need another thing for that heat pipe 2 box. Boxed heat pipe 2s, huh? Oh, and I'm actually making those. Cool. Just keep, like, a stack handy. Be efficient, please. Oh, barrel pump 2s. I'm not making barrel pump 2s. Right. Barrel pump 2s. Here. Be efficient, please. I have all the things to make barrel pump 2s, so that's fine. What else am I not making? The irony being I'm also making the nanofabricators. That I am actually making these, and it'll be great when I have access to an excess of those. And I can actually use them for wonderful things. There are large tank 3s. I don't think I've needed to make those. I probably need to... Oh, that does not need large tank 3s. Steel cable boxes, huh? You know what, we'll do the trains another time. Ah, right, I wanted to get some deeper water fill at some point, but we'll worry about that later. So just looking through this, all of the things I currently have. I mean, yeah, there's the bigger thermal tanks. I don't really care, though. There's the reactor conversation. Do you want to have the fusion conversation? It's 41 minutes in. Do you want to sit here for 20 minutes to talk about the fusion situation? Yeah, I think I'm done. With the infrastructure anyway. Oh my goodness, we're almost ready to launch rockets. Oh yeah, the rocket. What does the rocket itself need besides the rocket fuel? Boxed Logibots, huh? Oh yeah, so you build the rocket in the silo. It does appear as if it's just this amount of stuff to make the entire rocket, and it's not like 1%, 2%, whatever. It's like the silo is an assembling machine that builds the rocket, and then you put the thing in, it launches the rocket. And you can put different things in to get different stuff. Anyway. Yeah, so the fusion cell conversation. A fusion cell has a fuel value of 2 gigajoules. Alright. It has a fuel value of 2 gigajoules. In order to make it... Hi, Dolly. Welcome. In order to make it, you need an empty canister, deuterium, and tritium. Well, alrighty then. How do we get that tritium? Well, we need it. We can get it out of electrolyzing heavy water. Sounds fine. 142.9 to get the 3.58. Sure, that's fine. That's reasonable. How do we get that heavy water? Out of 166 distillery 3s, you need to process 99,207 wastewater. This is the only way to get heavy water. At this stage of the game. Now, there are arthropods we'll see. We shall see about the arthropods. Over time, they'll probably be better for getting they'll very much be better for getting heavy water. But I can only make my determinations based off of the tech level I'm currently at. I will make this rant based off of the tech level that I'm currently at. And at the tech level that I'm currently at, fusion is bull. Fusion is not worth it in the slightest. Just no. This is a way to get 99,207 wastewater, but there's other ways out of sand as well. I have tried to justify the costs on all of this, but oh my god, it's just not worth it. It's just not. No, it's just not. Even if you used all of the wastewater that you've made in your entire base thus far, you are not going to have this much wastewater. And there is no chance in hell that I am going to pull wastewater from the entire base to use to make power. That is a massive recipe for disaster. So, no, that's not what's gonna happen. And yeah, it's power positive. By about 800 kilojoules in this process, we can potentially get that down a little bit, doing other means. But oh my god. But, you may say, breeder cells, they will exist. And you can get spent breeder cells back. That will completely offset the tritium cost. Yes, it will completely offset the tritium cost. And then some. You'll have extra tritium once you get into breeder cells. What do breeder cells cost? Well, they cost fusion cells, lithium, a lot, helium, deuterium, ceramic powder, and boron. Well, alrighty then. If I wanted to use that for power, we'd get the spent breeder cell back, and we don't have to worry at all about the production of the tritium. We need a bit of deuterium on the input, but we won't have to worry at all about the tritium. We'll get more back than we start with. Well, good. Okay. That's better. That's better. Our 2 gigajoules in this entire process, stepwise process, if we look at pretty much everything with the exception of like the graphite, this silicon ingot input, aluminum ingot input, boric acid input, like, save for those, 114.5 megawatts, 2 gigajoules, or 2 gigawatts out. Add several, like a few hundred more if you want to consider all of the other inputs here that do use power. The air as well, the seawater doesn't. Graphite uses it, silicon definitely will use it. The nitrogen, the aluminum ingots, the boric acid. It's a lot more power positive than the fusion cells are. A lot more power positive. Still, a lot of buildings, a lot of infrastructure, a lot of investment, a lot of shenaniganry with logistics to get 2 gigawatts. In the alternative, I can place 800 of these Stirling engines with 7.2K solar collectors. In the alternative, I can plonk this and have a lot. Actually, I don't even need 800 to get 2. That would be 2.5. 800 would be 2.5. So that's 2.55, 0.751. Oh, no, I guess it is 8. It is 8. Excuse me, I can't math. I can do that and have 2 gigawatts with 0 maintenance input required. 0 maintenance power required. This needs maintenance power. Existent maintenance power. So, if at any point your base uses more power than the power it takes to make all this stuff, your base dies through a positive feedback loop of doom. Unless you've gone through the effort of getting this power through a separate means of making power, such as this, on a separate power grid. So, no, we're not doing this for power. We're not going to do antimatter for power either, once we get to that. We will need an amount of antimatter to complete the game. But we're just going to bite the bullet for the antimatter here and just say, hey, we're just going to try to make a trace amount of that in the end, because you need 2 breeder cells per antimatter trap, which is fusion cells, and you need fission cells, and you need just lots and lots of things. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it until there is a better way of getting into heavy water. That is, this of course gets the heavy water out of the traditional way. We'll have access to arthropods by this point with the antimatter, so these numbers change. It might be a lot easier than I would expect otherwise to get into the antimatter when doing the arthropods and going down the whole of the biological shenaniganry chains. But as of right now at physics science, and at soon-to-be astronomical science, not worth it. Not worth doing fusion under any circumstance whatsoever. Not worth doing breeder cell fusion under any circumstance whatsoever. Just not worth it. Not worth the time and effort to set it up. Primarily, it's not worth the time and effort to set it up when I already have a solution for power that's pretty decent. It would need complete overhaul, basically, to fix it. Just, or, you know, a way of getting wastewater. A dedicated way of getting wastewater that doesn't use billions of stuff. Oh, and you know, the wastewater to heavy water is absolute garbage. But anyway, with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back when I am back, and I will see you all on the next one.